That is so weird. Yeah, so we lost everybody. I don't know what the hell just happened.
Whoops.
Yeah, Dan, do you see Megan's comment?
No, I don't see comments here. I'm just on.
Yeah, there's a place you can turn. Oh, here. I can put
I guess I could switch it while I'm in this, right? And go to like
you should be able to put them back.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be able to put them on.
Me?
There's a way that I could put them on the screen, but I don't know. Oh, right there.
Megan was just saying it's a,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a troll-like thing that really don't like people.
Yeah. That's exactly what I basically. That's basically what I looked up. And that was it. Like it. Mom, text Lovely real quick. Tell her I'll call her back, please. And
We are.
oh, I don't know what it was, but yeah, I did look it up, and then I asked my dad after he got out of the hospital. I said, "Where would you have heard of a puckwudgie? Like that's not something that's like we don't
Right.
people don't talk about these things." And he said he couldn't recall, but he assumed that he had heard about it from he was an Eagle Scout. So maybe it was stories while he was out with the Boy Scouts. I don't know, but that was the last I heard of it. I remember I asked him about it later on, and he didn't. He just didn't want to talk about it. So who knows? You know, having heart surgery and then being on all the pain meds and stuff, he might have been a little trippy there. But
It's just really odd that he would come up with something that
that specific,
he probably never even heard of in his life, right?
right?
I mean, before I got into this, I had no idea what a puckwudgie was, right?
Yep. Now you know. I mean, well, whenever I seen the shadow of that camera of that video, that reminded me of something along those lines. That's what that reminds me of.
There is some crazy stuff in this world that we have no idea about.
Yep.
All right, guys, questions? Ryan, I know you had a million of them. So in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks now, Ryan and I, Deborah's going, and Mandy from the Ghost Sisters, we're going to the Bel Air house in Bel Air, Ohio. So that should be interesting. It's one of the first places that I investigated, and I had something walk through me. I had something actually have a conversation with me as I was sitting facing the entrance to the room we were in, and it kept saying, "Turn around, boy." And I'm like, "No, I'm like in the entrance because there's 3 women in this room." And I'm like, "You're not coming in this room." And it was like, "Turn around, boy." And I'm like, "No, I'm not turning around." And it was a whole conversation with this spirit that it wanted me to leave that room so it could go in there and do whatever it wanted. And I'm like, "No, it's not happening."
Right.
And then, of course, I had the follower there for 16 to 18 months afterwards.
Was
So,
that the one that kept calling you boy?
yep. Yep.
Yep.
So, now, I left him at Ohio State Reformatory, which we're going to in March. So, hopefully nobody wants a ride.
Nobody. You're not going to pick up any unwanted guests.
I've got a cross. I've got St. Anthony. I've got I've got a ring. I've got a bracelet. I've got
Benedict, St.
I
Benedict.
got St. Benedict. I've got lots of protection that I'll have with me this time, and I've got holy water. I'll be a little more careful.
Put on the army.
I truly blame that on the people that ran the ghost investigations that we went with, because if you're running it, you want to make sure that your team is safe. And
They didn't do that.
it was something that wasn't offered, and maybe I should have known better, but I didn't. But now I do. Now I do. So, but that should be a good investigation. It's definitely an interesting place, and if you ever get a few minutes, go and just look it up on YouTube, and you'll see, the lady that bought it. She had just got basically put out of her house because
Flooding.
it had been flooded, and she couldn't live there anymore. And she found this house at the right price. Always too good to be true, but she found it at the price she could afford, and so they jumped on it, and they didn't last there very long.
They couldn't even sell it.
And then he tried to sell it. She couldn't sell it. She tried to give it to the city. The city wouldn't take it. They're like, nope, we don't want it. So she turned it into a rental for a while, and people would stay 2 or 3 months and they would leave. Just too much activity. So eventually they're like, well, we're going to turn this into an attraction and let people come and enjoy it. And the rest, they say, is history, right?
That's amazing. She tried to give it to the city, and the city didn't want it.
Yeah.
I-
Evidently, everybody already knew the history of it.
Yeah, they already knew.
I mean, give it to me. I'll take it.
Sure,
I wouldn't say no.
do something with it.
Of course, at that point, I wouldn't have known. So there was no predicting that the paranormal would become this big machine that it's become all of a sudden. 15 years ago, you had 100 people that went around doing this. Now you've got, I couldn't even tell you. I bet there's over 1 million people that do this now.
Probably.
There's Candy. Candy's our hat lady. She hooked us up this week.
Hi, Candy.
We got some new fresh lids. I know that I promised Zach Meekins one. Deborah just said, if Ryan and Mandy don't stay all night at the Bel Air house, we're not staying all night either.
I won't. I won't.
Oh. We was just telling somebody about the reliquary. It's where we started with like 18 people, and then everybody left but 4 of us. One guy drove 5 or 5.5 hours there, and he's like, nope. He drove 5 and 5.5 hours home. I was like, no way, man.
Yeah, I missed out. I left right before everything happened. I'm disappointed.
Well, we're going back, right? We're going back in April.
I believe it's April.
I think it's April 11th. We're going.
You need to put 'em on.
Yeah.
The ladies from the Doss House invited us to go, so we're going. We're going again.
That sounds good. It's not that far either.
No.
It's not. It was like, well, I think it was like an hour, a little over an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's why I think that's Mercer, right above Mercer.
Yep, Fredonia.
Yep.
Yep. So we've been there. We've been there twice now.
Megan's
Another
already
friend
planning on
invited us.
leaving.
I wish Dan would go.
She said, "I don't know if I'll sleep in the reliquary." You gotta sleep there, Megan. Come on. We went with another lady was there, and her team was supposed to come up,
Susan,
and she messaged me, and she's like, "Are you guys doing anything?" She says, "My entire team can't come, and one other person can come, but he won't come till like 11 or so because he's roughing football games, and I really want somebody here with me." Yeah, jumped in the car, zipped up there, and we hung out with her. They showed up like almost midnight, but 3 of us were sitting in the safe space just talking after we just went down, and we're sitting there, and I'm kind of facing the French doors as they're both on either side facing me, and I see a body come from the steps upstairs, go into the sanctuary, and I was like, "Who the fuck?"
Mid sentence, you ran.
I was talking about something, and I stopped and I jumped up, and I'm like, "Who is there?" I thought somebody broke in because I just watched them walk down the steps and in the sanctuary. I started
Yeah.
chasing them. There wasn't nobody there. I was like, "Holy hell!" And then we kind of gathered back in that little area right outside those French doors, and the three of us
Mhm.
just standing there talking about it. And then we heard a growl. We all three just looked at each other. We're like, "What the hell was that?" And then it did it again. We're like, "Oh, that's a growl. Let's go back into safe space for right now."
That was hilarious. It's like, what? Okay, we're done.
There's been a lot of growling reports
Shadow.
there.
Yes, there's a lot of growling.
Yeah.
There's people have been chased. Dan, I don't know if you know this. You may have been gone before. Was Ken and Sue show up before you left?
Yeah, they were there before I left.
They were like the last ones. So they brought that little tape recorder, and it was downstairs on one of those benches in the basement. And they decided to take a sheets run, get something to eat, something to drink. When they came back, that's when Al May kind of got chased up the steps, and they were freaked out. They were ready to go. They were like
Yeah.
midst of packing. They had their cots laid out, whatever. They were ready to
They packed up in
plop
5
down.
minutes.
In 5 minutes, they were packed up and headed out the door. They were done. And that's when Ken and Sue were coming back as they're leaving. They're like, "What?" So they tell, "Oh man, that just happened down in the basement. I got to go down there and get my tape recorder." So Ken's been doing this for like 25 years, and Ken is a very calm, cool person, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't even swear.
It's kind of like Dan and Mark, real calm.
And so he goes down to the basement to get it. He went down. There's back steps. We didn't realize there were back steps. But if you go down the hallway where the bathroom is, the bathroom's on the left. There's
Yeah.
steps to the right that go down the basement.
Hmm.
He unlocked the door and went down those steps and was down there getting his tape recorder. He was picking it up and he heard footsteps behind him moving quickly, like coming at him. And he turned around and he heard this growl. And it just kept coming and coming. And he's like, "Get back. Get the back." And it stopped. And he's like, "I'm out."
So we're up in the steps and they're like, "Yeah, we're not."
It came upstairs. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not staying here either."
Oh, he
I
was
don't think
shaking.
it-
Yeah.
Yeah. And I tell you, if something's going to scare Ken, and I don't know that he was scared, but at least startled him,
Mhm.
that's a big deal. I mean, he's not somebody that gets frightened easily. So
It turned really dark after midnight.
yeah, once it passed midnight, it got creepy. So I mean, we can go before and do everything, whatever, but man,
I think I
starting at
think I
midnight,
left. I think I left around
Yeah.
1:30.
yeah.
Yeah, because I remember I called one of the kids, said, "Hey, you got to stay on the phone with me while I'm driving home." Yeah,
Next time, don't leave.
right, right. Hey, I was prepared. I had stuff to crash tonight, but I think up until that point, it was.
You should have
There-
stayed.
I know. No, sometimes I feel like on some of these investigations, we have too many people,
And sometimes we do,
and
but that's why you wait for it to weed out.
yeah,
Don't be
yeah.
the one that weeds out.
Yeah, right. You gotta outlast everybody else.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
Jordan's looking forward to coming back. But yeah, if she sees something like that or hears something growling in her ear, she'll probably be dragging my ass out the door too.
Yeah, hey, I can't promise anything, you know.
And look, if somebody doesn't feel safe, I would never make fun of anybody for splitting. And all those people that left, they all had good reason to leave. Just me personally, you're going to have to do something crazy to make me leave. I'm just not going.
Yeah. Don't tell them that though.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
Don't tell him that.
That's a little
Don't tell 'em that.
provoking.
Yeah, right. Right. Hey, you asked for it, you're gonna get it.
Right?
Drive me crazy with that.
Deb's like, you drive me crazy with that. It's just that's part of the thrill of doing this for me. I'm not saying it's for everybody, but I don't scare easily. But boy, I would like to be. I would like to have something scare me,
Yeah.
you know? So we were at the Bill Manor, and did you watch the video of the dog that I put up on at Bill Manor?
That was hilarious.
No, I didn't see the
All
video.
right, so you have to go on our YouTube and check it out. In the nursery room, Megan and I were upstairs, and we started hearing a sound, and we could
Mhm.
not figure out what it was or where it come from. Then Deb come up, and the sound intensified, and I'm like, "What is this?" And so I end up going into the nursery room, and I'm sitting there in the chair because there's like a old rocker swivel chair, whatever. I'm sitting in this chair, and I'm waiting for something to happen, and I hear this noise, and I shine the flashlight on, and there's a little mechanical stuffed dog sitting in the middle of the floor. And it looks at me and it goes,
Huh.
gets up on its back paws, and it just starts doing all this stuff. None of us remember that dog being in there. Then this dog continued for 45 minutes, barking and reacting to us.
And moving at you.
Deb went and picked it up, shined the flashlight on the bottom, and it was turned off. And
No.
it's still doing that. She turned it on, turned it back off, put it back down, and it continued to. We checked it twice to prove that it was off,
On camera.
and it was off. And it just kept going and going. And as we're sitting there asking questions, Deb's like, "We need to take a break." I'm like, "We are not taking a break. I'm not taking a break. This is so freaking cool."
Yeah.
It blew my mind that this dog could react to us. We also had a K2 sitting on the floor 3 or 4 feet away from it. And right before the dog would react, the K2 meter would
It would go crazy.
go crazy. And we did this for quite a while. And at one point, I'm standing there holding my camera, and I've got a red flashlight in my other hand, and something come up and just slapped the red flashlight out of my hand. It hits the floor and bounces under the chair, and I'm like, "What the hell just happened here?"
You had felt somebody standing behind you.
Oh yeah, I just said I feel like there's somebody standing behind me. Well, obviously there was really you couldn't see anybody. There's nobody there. But then
Right.
it slapped the flashlight out. Megan got underneath there and pulled the flashlight out for me, and
That's when we took our break.
then we did take a break. But at least
And the
twice,
dog never went off again.
at least twice before that, we heard growls. Actually, we actually have them on camera, and Deb was like, "What was that noise?" And Megan was like, "I think Nacho's snoring." I'm like, "I am not snoring. I'm not asleep." I answered him, but it was like it was right in my mic. Like whatever it was like breathing on me. And I mean, that night was crazy. But after that 45 minutes, that dog never went off again. The next morning I went up, I turned it on, and it's got a button on the back. You have to push the damn button to make it do something. So how could it work being turned off and nobody pushing that button?
Zach said hello.
There's Zach Meekins.
Ask Zach about that dog.
I just could not explain how or why that dog could or would do that.
Ask Zach about the dog experience. He didn't like it either.
Oh yeah, Zach Meekins was just at the Bill Manor. Zach, would you tell us what you thought of that little dog? But I mean, that was totally insane. And Rochelle's on. Hi, Rochelle. I know, bad me. I'm not watching you said hi, and I didn't even see it. And Shadow's on. Hi, Shadow.
And Peggy's on.
Hi, Peggy. That's why Deborah's on, so she can watch and greet everybody. The dog yeeted my soul out of my body.
Well,
Yeah.
Ryan come back?
What's that?
Did Ryan come back around?
I've never. He said he was doing chores, so it might just be running, and he's doing chores. Like pops in and out, maybe. He told me he was going to ask a bunch of crazy questions. The dog was strange. We've been there twice and never noticed the dog, but for some reason, the dog definitely just activated out of nowhere when I didn't feel I was in range of it.
We were out in the common.
Yeah, we were out in the
area,
above
and it was
in
actually
the area above the steps, and it started.
growling.
It would growl and it would bark. I mean, yeah, you have to go on our YouTube page and watch the dog at the Bill Manor. I mean,
That scared the shit out of you.
it's crazy. I mean, it did. It surprised me.
Surprised it scared you.
It didn't scare me. You could see I was surprised, but I was not. I want something to scare me that will make me run, but that'll never happen
You were stuck in the chair.
because I'm fat.
You couldn't get out of that chair quick enough to run out of there.
Whatever.
He's
I'm
like,
not
I'm
the one
stuck. I'm staying.
I'm not the one that wanted to take the break.
Or sleeps in the car.
Oh, I definitely don't want to sleep in the car.
I'll sleep in the car.
I'm not sleeping in the car. Never.
I think being up in Waterford, that was the only time that I felt like I actually needed cleansed.
Yeah.
Not in the New Eagle Hotel, but across the street. What was that? The
Judson
house,
House?
the Judson
Judson
House.
That
Whenever
is
when we were upstairs,
house.
and I said something's touching the back of my head. Like something felt like it was on the back of my head and neck. It made all the hair on my body stand up. It was like I said it was like staticky cobwebs.
Yep, that's
Staticky
exactly
cobwebs.
what it feels like. Yep.
And I think there was a little like crawl space or something behind me. And Deb says, "Where is it?" I said, "I think it's back there in that crawl space." I said, and I'm not going to look. It can stay there, please.
Hotel.
I mean, we've got the best EVP we've ever gotten from the Eagle Hotel.
Yeah,
We also had more disembodied voices than I've ever had at the Eagle Hotel.
that was a good trip.
And,
I don't know
and
that I'd
when,
stay at the same hotel, but I
and when
definitely
when Heidi heard that little girl in that room that remember we couldn't get the lock unlocked, so she
Yep.
fought with it, and then
Yep.
that lock unlocked, and she
Mhm.
heard the little girl in that room. She just looked at me, and her face just went totally white. And she's like, "Well," I said, "Oh, you heard that?" She's like, "I don't know what I heard." I'm like, "You know what you heard? That was the little girl whimpering."
Yeah. Yeah. And then we had the little kid say, well, let's play.
Let's play. Yep, that was great. Yeah,
That's
I
not
would
my
like.
belly.
We want to go. We definitely want to go back there this year. It's very inexpensive. It just is hotel rooms,
Yep.
and even the hotel rooms are fairly cheap. But yeah, we're going to try to go back there this year too, because and the big boom in the Judson House, we never did figure out what that was.
No, we never did. Never
It,
did.
it did. It could have been a cannon.
It could have been. It sounded like a damn truck hit impact. It was like a beat so I thought a car crashed.
We thought it was downstairs. Heidi was downstairs, and she thought it was upstairs.
Yeah.
And I have that on video too.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting investigation.
Where is the Eagle Hotel? The Eagle Hotel is in Waterford, PA.
Up by Erie.
It's up toward Erie. You get the Eagle Hotel and you get the Judson House.
It was $50 for both.
$50 for both of them. $25 a house. Now you can't stay there, but $25 for one night, $25 for another night.
Yep.
But both really good.
It's between Edinburgh and Erie.
Yeah, I
Like I
mean,
said, the Judson House didn't offer much for us, but the Eagle was way more active.
You got to come to the Judson with us.
We were blown away with the Judson House.
Yeah, the Judson House didn't disappoint. I don't think. Like we it wasn't an abundance of activity, but what we did get was definitely big. At least me personally, I have to say.
Yeah, no, it
I,
was.
I've never been touched before like that, and yeah, that was definitely creepy.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, we definitely have to go back there. That and
Yeah,
the
and
octagon are
all the
the
footsteps
two big
upstairs,
ones.
all the footsteps upstairs. Remember, we were on the second floor, and it sounded like there was a dance floor
That would be
upstairs, right?
cool if that happened to Mark.
Yep.
We gotta take Mark there.
Yeah.
We got to take Mark
I
there.
I want to go there. I do.
Yeah. And Heidi, she's the town historian, and she's awesome. We actually had her investigating with us. She says, "Oh, I just hang out downstairs." Well, we were at the Judson house, and she didn't feel good, so she kind of like laid on the couch most of the night, suffering through.
Parlor.
Yeah, suffering through the night, and then that big boom. We actually called it early that night because she wasn't feeling good, and there was no sense of keeping her there longer than what we needed to. But I would definitely go back there. Definitely, it's one of my. I keep saying one of my favorite spots, but I
There
have
were
a
so many favorites.
lot of favorite spots all of a sudden.
Well, just like fishing, you got your favorite fishing holes.
Right.
You don't just have one; you got a few.
Well, you always got to have a backup, right?
Babe, I
Yep.
think you're a ghost magnet.
She
Who?
thinks I'm a ghost magnet.
Yeah, maybe.
This one up here, she's been messing with the cat ball all week while I'm at work.
She's been driving me crazy. I've been catching it on video.
She catches on video and she'll text me. She's like, "Why is this doll going like that ball?" I'm like, "If it bothers you, go shut it off." I'm not going over there.
I did ask you to run them down a little bit ago. Oh, I know it's so hard.
But when the awning collapsed the other day, these balls did not go off, and this is the same wall that's on, because this is a brick wall, so you can't hit the wall or hit the floor and make them shake.
That roof collapsed, it did not go off.
No, the roof collapsed, and it's right outside this wall. I was down here; those balls did not go off, so there's no way for them just to randomly go off.
Huh?
Other
Maybe something was giving way slowly, and that's why they were going off. Maybe it
They
was
didn't go
getting
off.
vibration.
They
You know,
didn't go off when they completely fell,
a
and
screw
they've gone
screw
off
broke
since it's
loose.
been down.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Sadly, we have never captured anything at the rock stops.
I like fishing in paranormal. That's what I do in New York. I haven't been fishing. I used to go fishing all the time. I haven't been fishing in years.
Yeah, what's the Q&A?
Yeah, for anybody to ask questions. Ryan's supposed to be on there asking questions. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah.
He's
Since you had to
doing chores.
reconnect, he never came back.
He's doing chores. I'm gonna text him.
There you go.
That's why I came on this morning. Really, I wanted to hear his weird questions and see what we had.
Questions. Mark's waiting. I mean, he's the podcast god. So
Yeah.
what was that? My sister said, "Are you still on?" Yes. Oh, we must have lost my sister.
Tell her to go out and go back in. You're on.
She
Yeah,
said,
well,
I can't find you guys.
we are on.
We are on. We are absolutely on. I know you guys always say you have so much good stuff at the Ross house. We've been there twice. No, we've been there 3 times. I'm
3
sorry.
times.
And very little to nothing.
All right, 1 second. I got to refill my coffee here.
His coffee.
Yeah.
What's your paranormal bucket list? Well, we're doing some of them this year. We're doing Penhurst for sure.
Give me some.
Paris. I don't have a passport.
What'd you guys end up doing for Valentine's Day?
We were in New Orleans.
I did nothing.
You did nothing. Well, me too. Well, see, I don't have to worry about that.
Coffee.
What did you do, Mark?
Yeah, what'd you do, Mark?
Oh, I smoked a salmon, made crab legs, made some cinnamon roll apple filled dessert thing, made some rice pilaf. I worked for like 8 hours yesterday making dinner.
Yeah,
Damn.
I wish you were my Valentine.
Yeah. Well, then we ended up at the club last night and had a couple
you
there
go.
to finish it off. So yeah.
That works.
One of our bucket list items would be
Let's see.
Nevada.
The rest of the bucket list. Obviously Penhurst is one. New Orleans. Rochelle said they're doing New Orleans in May. I would love to get a group trip to New Orleans and do some investigations and still have time to run around and do everything else that you need to do in New Orleans.
We are going to check out some new locations though in Ocean City.
I want to go to Virginia City, to the Washoe Club.
Yep.
I would love to do the
Silver Queen, the Clown Motel.
Ryan said trying to listen, but I got the vacuum going.
I can picture him in a French maid costume.
Yeah, that's what I should be doing. I should be running the rack. Nah, I vacuumed the other day. I got to do laundry though.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do too.
Laundry's on my list today.
Let me see if I can share this to my sister.
Ryan, are you donning
Oh
a
crap.
French maid costume today?
Yeah, Brushy Mountain would be a cool place.
Brushy Mountain would be an amazing place.
I wouldn't mind doing a cryptid
100%
investigation.
down with that idea.
Yeah.
Let's go get video of the grass moving, you know?
Well, then we got to get hooked up with my friend Bill Rigby. He's
Yeah.
a big Bigfoot guy. And if you
Yep.
want to go track Bigfoot, he's the guy to go with.
That would be a fun. I mean, I don't mind. I like camping anyway, so camping with trail cams everywhere and stuff. I'd be okay with that.
Yep. I'm gonna have Bill on the podcast. So Dan, we're gonna have to make sure that you can attend that one for sure.
Okay. I mean, I've never gone. I'd be interested. That's all. That would be fun.
Megan has questions on there.
Megan says, whoops. What's the weirdest thing you have asked in an Estes? The weirdest thing you've asked in an Estes.
Well, that depends on where the conversation leads.
Yeah.
Right.
That
I don't know that I can't think of anything that sticks out to me that being weird that I asked.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever asked anything weird.
I mean, I say some weird shit, but I don't
Ask weird questions.
remember asking anything weird. I mean, at the Larimer Mansion, I asked, of course you've been to Brushy. Of course you have. I asked if the spirits could have pizza, what would they get on it? Thinking that most of these spirits are old and they've never had pizza or they don't even know what a pizza is. And the word plain came up on my box, and I was like, "You want a plain pizza? Okay,
I know we've been called shit on the Estes, like
I
douchebag and stuff.
somebody that says they want a plain pizza. That's not a. I don't know if it's a really weird question, but it's not something that I think that most people would ask.
Yeah, usually the Estes, they just start out as a basic conversation. Trying to have a conversation. I mean, it's all small talk to begin with, and you just got to see where it goes.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see.
Man, Waverly Hills would be a good place too. I haven't been there either.
We asked if the spirit was naked and streaker. Okay, so here's a question. We'll see what you guys think about this. So when people apparitions, oh, it was a lady in a dress, or it was a man with a suit and a top hat on him. Where do they get their outfits? Right? What determines what outfit they're wearing? Is it something that they always wore, or how does it determine what a spirit's going to be wearing when you see them?
I don't
Yeah, you
know.
don't know if it's something they like to wear, or something that they were wearing when they died in, or what they were buried in, or yeah.
Um, well, to kind of build on that, I don't know where I heard this. I forget, but at some point I heard like whenever we die, we are. I think the age was 30 or 35. Like it was something like that. So everybody's spirit is 35 years old. Um, I don't know. I don't know if that's what I forget where I heard that.
Hmm.
I mean, so I don't know what would you appropriately wear at the age of 30, 35? I mean, I don't know.
I
I
might
don't know the same
I
thing.
might be the streaker in that one. All right, you guys in the comments, tell us what you think of that. Ryan, Megan, Rochelle, Zach, why do spirits wear what they appear to be wearing? Where does anybody know where that comes from? Is it a time period thing from just what the time period was? It was a favorite outfit. What that's a I need to keep for some of these guests I have on too. That's yeah. I mean, somebody
Yeah.
said their favorite outfit. I don't know. Could it be their favorite outfit? It's just I don't know. And every time you see this person, are they wearing the same outfits? Not the same person seeing them, but anytime somebody sees them, are they always wearing the same outfit? Can they change outfits? I don't know. I mean, these are things I'd love to find out.
After they go
And if they,
streaking, they change outfits.
I think they change, especially native spirits. We wear different things for different ceremonies. See, so natives, I could see that. I really could see that. I've never been lucky enough to see. Um, oh, Ryan says it's how they picture themselves. I, 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 I could see that too. That's legit.
Yeah.
Whatever they were most comfortable.
Yeah. Huh.
I'd be this guy
Those are
in
good
jeans and a
answers.
t-shirt and a Cabela's hat. That's what you're gonna see when you get me.
Right.
Why do you choose what to wear every day? Well, I mean that's and that could exactly be it. Whatever you're comfortable in.
Why aren't they naked?
Why aren't they naked?
I want
Why aren't they naked? Why do they choose to actually wear clothes every day? Why do you choose to wear clothes every day?
If I didn't, it'd be embarrassing as hell, and people laugh at me all day long.
Take on your true form as a disembodied voice.
Yeah.
Okay. Just be a mist.
As my mom told me the other day, I'm getting fat and I need to lose some weight. Couldn't believe my mom said that. But my belly's gonna hang down. You're not gonna see them but my fat belly anyway. So
Yeah.
haha for you.
Time for some Wegovy shots there, Nacho.
I need something. Oh, you mean
Not
nacho shots don't work?
Nacho shots.
not Nacho will appear as a giant hot dog.
That's true.
Did you see the hot dogs from yesterday? Did you see the picture from yesterday, Dan?
I
Yes,
did
I
not.
did.
I did
On the
not see them.
hamburger buns?
Yes, I did.
that was our Valentine dinner because I was
Nice.
lazy. I was on
Nice.
strike.
On strike.
There was
That-
one theory is you have kids in asylums. That's some patients see themselves. I mean, yeah, I'm totally can see that being a plausible answer. If that's how you see yourself, then hey, Dalton, yeah, I wouldn't wish anyone to see me naked. Talk about scaring people away. That's exactly what we just said. We don't want anybody to see us naked. Tiffany and Lexi saw a full body apparition of a man peek out of a jail cell and then look back in at OSR. They didn't see the clothes, but they only noticed the skin and a giant forehead with eyes wide open. Holy sh! Phew.
That's cool.
I hope we see something like that at OSR.
Yeah. I
Really
haven't
do.
seen any real shadow figures or anything quite like that yet, so I'm looking forward to it.
Nothing in that detail.
No.
Rochelle, did you see the video I played at the beginning? You probably weren't on. I have a video of a shadow figure we caught on camera. And I could go back and play that again for anybody that wasn't here. If you want to see it, let me know. If you don't, we can just keep goofing off. Because that's what we're good at, is goofing off.
Right. Hey, if you're going to be good at something, be the best at it.
That's right.
Or at least put all your effort into it.
That's right.
It took them 10 minutes to realize before they should be scared, realize they should be scared. All right, Rochelle, I'm going to play this again. Here we go. So wait until it zooms into the door frame and then watch the left side of the door frame about 3/4 of the way up. And then keep watching. You'll see the tripwire go off and you'll see a little cloud of mist
So that is
roll away
actually
after
shooting
them.
this entire room almost.
Alright, sweet.
Your staircase is here if you want to go down.
She started to head the wrong way. Hey, go this way. All right, so we're going to zoom into the stair or to the door frame. Peek. Lights, mist. Did you catch all that? We'll go back again. Some point I'll stop and trim all this. All right, again. Peak, lights, mist. And actually, it looks like the whole person steps out, not just the head.
Yeah.
And then I just noticed something else. It could have been nothing, but so I'm not a big orb guy, but in this lower section, did you see it? There's an orb that goes right there across the screen. It was moving pretty fast, so it could be a bug, but it's just odd that it happens pretty much right before that happened.
It's kind of a straight line, though. Yeah. Oh, maybe we need. I think we need to zoom in on that orb.
I don't really have a way to do that now, but yeah, definitely I have to go back and look at all the footage.
It looked
That's
like
pretty interesting.
it had a
Yeah.
tail,
It looks pretty interesting.
or even if we could just slow it down a little bit.
This
It looked like it left like a
almost.
trail behind it.
Your staircase is here. So that is
And
actually
so
shooting this
also,
entire room almost.
Alright, sweet.
Your staircase is here if you want to go down.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's like glare, light refraction, or I
so
don't.
once she goes around there, there's nobody else up there.
Yeah.
Right, they've all gone down the steps. You can see the last flashlight turn and go into the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the Octagon House. We Tommy and I tried to debunk that entire thing. We spent more than 2 hours because we found the video a couple hours after that, and because there's a little girl that's been photographed there. Somebody downstairs took a picture up, and you see her standing between two of the banisters or whatever in the railing. You clearly
Mhm.
see her standing there. I think that was Paranormal Quest that caught that picture. And then right after that picture was caught, they had a cat ball sitting on the end of the railing, and the cat ball rolled up the railing. It kind of goes up at the end, and it actually rolled up.
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 Well, okay.
That's not something that should happen either.
No, right. Hey,
So
Andrew,
Rochelle, that
you want
that
to
is on our
while
YouTube.
you're sitting there?
If you go on the YouTube and you watch it on like a TV, it's so much easier to see than it is on this little screen. But if you watch it on a TV, you don't have to look as closely as you do watching this.
Right.
I've watched it a million times on my TV, and I'm like, that's freaking awesome. All right, Ryan, throw some of these questions at us, man. That's how I got Mark to come on.
Yeah, you got me for like 10 more minutes and I gotta go.
No pressure. Well, let's go.
None.
There is a video. I think that it is. I think it's Paranormal Quest at the Octagon House, the Greg Kreitz Octagon House. I'm not even sure what year it is, but they catch the little girl in a still photo, and then it. Why don't sheep shrink in the rain? Because it's and then if it's not hot,
Yeah, only
it typically needs to shrink close.
Yeah, you're not
yeah,
running them through a dryer.
exactly.
Yeah, if you threw them in your dryer, they would probably be
They
dead, but then they would shrink, I'm sure.
My wife always said you can't put the clothes in the wash on hot, it'll shrink them. Like it's not the wash that does it.
right.
It's, I mean, you could damage like lettering or something on it or whatever might be
Oh
on
yeah.
the shirt, but it's not gonna make them shrink.
Run the dye out of them, yeah. But yeah, that doesn't shrink them.
Maybe turn your white Gucci's pink from a red shirt.
Good thing mine start pink.
Well, that's why you just buy pink Gucci's.
That's right.
If you're not wearing pink Gucci's, what are you even doing?
Are
Do you
you
think
even
we
living?
would get better communication with spirits if it's from the time periods from a while ago? You know, I thought about that, and I'm just not smart enough and think of how they would word things. Um, old English, New English is hard for me. So old English much harder for me.
I try to music.
We definitely play period correct music.
Yeah, it's usually like a trigger object to try to pull them out, play music in their time period.
I wonder if we could like
One time,
Google Translate or something.
Yeah. I mean, that always drove me
I
nuts though.
mean,
Like you're watching all those
we
other paranormal shows and stuff, and they're in places where people were, Native Americans or Mexican or Chinese or something, and they keep getting responses in plain English. I'm like, you really connecting with them because they probably didn't know English, but we're not asking questions in
right.
their native language. So
I'm not
Well, yeah. I mean that's an interesting theory because like they claim once we're out of the body, we lose
no, Deb.
the um the filter or the mechanisms in our brains, and we're able to translate in all the languages. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if anybody ever knows. Well, it's kind of difficult, but I mean, I don't know if that's the case. Like, because you'll see some of those where they're investigating in New Orleans, and then they'll do it in French, they'll do it in English, a Native American, and I don't know that they'll get replies in all of the languages.
Hmm.
It's bizarre.
I mean,
They're so-
I I believe that we stuff in Spanish, French, German. I mean, we've heard German words when it's supposed to be the reliquary. We got a lot of German words there,
Right.
but we
Yep.
never got like a full sentence or I don't know. I don't know. That's it's interesting. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, there's a lot of rabbit holes we could go down.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I know that at the Hinsdale, there's a lot of people that have heard drums, and unfortunately, when we went, it did nothing but storm, torrential downpours, and we could not go outside. We went outside for a few minutes before we left the next morning. But I've heard a lot of people say they've heard chanting,
Our friend Angel's there now. for
chanting,
5
and
days.
drums.
Angel's there for 5 days. She's going live every day.
Yeah, our friend Angel is out there, and
She's there for the next
she's
couple days.
hanging out for 5 days. I wish I could go and hang out at the Hinsdale House for 5 days. That would be cool.
You better have a whole good show packed after that trip.
Yeah, that's another place I definitely want to go back there. We
Yeah, it was
got
interesting.
some really good stuff there.
Yesterday afternoon, and if they would come and visit us if we volunteer there.
Oh, so yesterday we went to Hillview, and it was my belief that we're applying for regular jobs, and
Nice.
it turns out that you have to volunteer to get to learn some stuff, and then you could become a regular employee, which is fine. I mean, I just want to go and hang out and learn more about the place, and so I think we are actually going to do some volunteering there with the hopes that we could get something a little more permanent as tour guides or whatever it is that they want us to do. But they have a lot of cool events, and I would like to go help.
And we would like everybody
And
to come visit.
you know, if you guys ever want to come visit, yeah, that's cool too, because there's a lot of cool stuff going on there this year. They've got the Paracon, and they've got
Got the Wraith Chasers.
the Wraith Chasers are coming. Yeah, they've got a lot of cool stuff. So
Hillview's
little
the one
plug
we
for
did.
Hillview.
Hillview's the one we did a couple last month where my windshield wiper blew off my car, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was fun. I mean, that place looks amazing. We didn't really get anything that night, but no, that place does look amazing. It looks huge.
Yeah, it takes more than 2 hours to really get
Yeah,
settled in, and you have to be able to to settle in, and but it was just a fun thing to do.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's something that I look, the opportunity to hang out more in a haunted space to me is
It'll help me with my fear.
I had a good
That
time
place,
there scaring Nacho.
that place isn't far from the reliquary either.
they're
No.
like
Yeah.
15 or 20 minutes from each other.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure. And I'm excited about the reliquary again.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, every time I would go into a dark room, Mark was already in there and moving, and he came in from the other side, and I didn't know he was in there, so he'd scare the shit out of me.
I'm standing at the end waving. He gets his flashlight on me.
You, you don't know how much Mark enjoyed that. Like he
Oh, I was laughing
I know
so hard.
exactly how much he enjoyed it. Rochelle, thank you for stopping. Enjoy your coffee. Oh, not coffee. Where did I see
Sam's Club.
coffee?
No idea.
Wow, how did I see coffee?
Ah,
I have a date with a pickup from Sam's Club. I don't know how I saw coffee.
coffee?
I must need coffee. I don't drink coffee.
We could try. I'm trying this stuff now. The rise. Try to get
Oh,
thinner. You know,
oh.
it's like drinking dirt, but it's okay.
That's what I think coffee tastes like to me is dirt. So
dirty
This is like
beans.
actual dirt.
you could just go out back and dig some up and put it in the coffee machine.
Yeah.
I enjoy coffee in the morning. It tastes like coffee to me.
That's what Mark's drinking.
So you know how you don't like cilantro?
Well, I
That's
didn't know we were going to talk about cilantro. Okay.
that was an
I mean,
understatement.
hey, you guys that are on here, let us know. Do you like or dislike cilantro? Dan doesn't even dislike it; he loathes it.
I'm not a fan. Thank you.
Most important snack to take on an investigation. So
All of
here's the
them.
thing. Here's the thing, Ryan.
Jerky.
For whatever reason, we don't really take snacks with us. I guess we need to, but we haven't traditionally taken snacks with us.
Usually eat before we go.
We usually eat before we go or while we're there. And yeah, I don't know.
I'll bring him snacks to the Bel Air house.
I mean, we get people to come with us, like Al May, and she brings brookies, and even then, I might grab one or two, but I
I don't know, Nacho. I think every
Usually brings
investigation
a
I've been
lot of
on, Deb's had a big
pop.
bag of chips and something. We've always had something to eat.
maybe I don't know. I don't really recall ever stopping the snack. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark's right. Jerky is clutch.
Yeah.
Jerky's a good thing to have.
Snacks.
Reminds me to make some more.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. It just to me it doesn't seem like snacks are a big thing to me. All right,
All right, guys. I
Ryan.
got to head out.
Mark, thanks for jumping on with us.
Thanks. Yep.
That
Hopefully
was
next
fun.
weekend.
Yep, take it
All
easy,
right.
Mark. See you
See you
soon.
guys. Yep. Bye.
Take care. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, Ryan says he remembers Deb bringing snacks.
I brought.
I'm just not.
I brought brownies maybe one time,
I don't remember.
and I bring chips and dip.
Or
I
we
always
order
bring
we
coffee
order
water.
pizza. We order pizza or something.
Yeah.
But that's food though. That's not really snacks.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And maybe she brings stuff. I am just not. I don't know. I would rather be out there investigating
Yeah, I usually just toss it down and
than
go.
stop to get something to snack on. I don't know. Because the worst thing in the world to me is sitting there doing an EVP and somebody goes.
Do that again?
That was my belly. That
was
was
Dan.
my belly.
No, Dan, that was my belly growling. Yes, Mark said he had to go.
I didn't know that.
You had chips and cookies at the Stanley. I don't remember you bringing chips and cookies, but I'm sure you did. But they also had snacks there too, because they had little packets of gummies and all kinds of different things.
Remember, I just grab whatever's at the sheets.
A crock pot. You take an entire crock pot. What do you put in a crock pot?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm fishing for ideas.
Beanies and weenies, man.
What's he bringing in that crock pot?
Dan said beanies and weenies. Yes.
Ew,
Yes.
gross.
What do you mean, ew? What do you mean? You dice up some onion and some peppers, some beans, and some hot dogs. There you go.
Yep.
Good to go.
For sure. Oh, I just saw this post. I'll have to see if I can find it real quick. I follow this place called Pittsburgh Street Dogs, and they have a really nice assortment of hot dogs that they sell. Pittsburgh Street Dog. Sometimes we order them at work, and he delivers it to his name's Jim, by the way. We'll order hot dogs, and he'll bring when we don't
Yeah.
make our own. And his post for yesterday was give her the wiener that we know she really wants. Talking about,
His hot dog. Yeah, right.
I'm like, everybody should get a wiener on Valentine's Day.
I'm planning on making a pot of gumbo. I want to do that. I think it's going to be tomorrow.
You made dogs yesterday. I forgot.
I'm leading in because I'm thinking of the hot sausage I got to put in the gumbo. I haven't made gumbo. I've made it once before, so this is going to be a challenge for me to make a pot of gumbo.
Dogs yesterday.
Oh, that would be good.
Strike.
Chicken and hot sausage because I was going to put shrimp in it, but my son says that he's not in the shrimp. So what I'll do is I'll get cocktail shrimp on the side and just add it to mine.
Yeah, we had hot dogs on a hamburger bun today. 2 hot dogs, half on a hamburger bun with cheese and whatever toppings you want. I had sliced onions. You don't have to dice them up to put them on a hamburger bun.
Nope. That works. Make do with what you got. A slice of white bread works too.
Matthew Ryan said nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese right on there.
We could take a crock pot full of nacho cheese.
Tortilla, I could do that, and I can make it with chili and cheese.
Yeah, there you go. Nachos. Have nacho night with nacho.
Have freaking cheese on every piece of equipment. Why
Gotta
is
bring
there
some handy
cheese?
wipes. That's all.
Why is there cheese on my REM pod?
Spooky cheesy fingerprints.
They'll be putting them on the windows. Look, they're trying to eat the cheese sauce and run out. Maybe we have food while we're investigating too to see what comes up, like what kind of food they actually like or liked. I mean, other than the pizza, I've never really food, so maybe we try some food questions. And if they're from the Depression, you might get a lot different answer than before or after the Depression. So I think that could be interesting.
Get potatoes. You boil them, you mash them, you stick them in a stew.
Well, that's what Matthew just said: beef, carrots, potatoes, green beans, and onions. Container of chicken broth and a container of beef broth. That's in your crock pot.
That works.
I wouldn't let anybody near the crock pot. I'd be like, get away, mine. Eating it all. I think I'm up to date on questions. We're running out of questions, guys.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the grocery store.
Yeah, I should be getting off here soon too. I gotta get some other stuff going on today.
I'm gonna take the work truck back to work and get my truck so that I can ride the bike the next couple days while it's gonna be nice outside.
There you go. Yeah, it's supposed
Drop it
to
off.
be late this week too, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Monday and
That's good.
Tuesday, and then it's gonna rain the rest of the week, I guess. So
Well, wash the salt off the roads.
if I can ride the bike 2 days, that'll give me a fix for a while.
There you go.
Have you been to the Aurora brothel? We have not. I think it's a little. I forget where it's at, but it's a little far for us.
That's pretty far.
Isn't it in? Is it in Georgia?
Missouri,
Oh, Missouri. That's right, Missouri.
and it's far.
Aurora, Missouri.
Aurora, Missouri.
Yeah, we're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So
10.5 hours from us.
10 and a half. It's not terrible. Takes some good planning because we'd have to hit either a place before or a place after, maybe two places. But I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Too bad the damn Mustang Ranch is gone.
Oh, I started that place. Wow. That's pretty cool.
Mm.
Yeah, we follow them and they've jumped on our lives and that's pretty cool. Yeah, bring the sun. Yeah, I definitely want to bring the sun. I got a brand new bike out there. I need to be out on it. Of course, I got a brand new truck. I need to be in that too. So can't be in both at once, but
Right.
put some miles on the bike, save miles on the truck. Well, Dan, I appreciate you stopping. That was fun.
Yep.
Anytime I'm gonna, as long as we're not out coming to or from an investigation, we plan on doing Sunday fun days. You're welcome anytime, every time, all the time, none of the time, whatever you want to do.
If Dan can work it, then he can go to the reliquary.
Yeah, definitely check out the time frame for the reliquary. It's in our group.
Yep. Yeah,
And
definitely.
that one's actually FREE for us. So the ladies from the Doss House,
I like it.
awesome. They invite us to go. So
And stay.
April 18th.
that sounds right.
Okay, I'll look.
Yeah.
See what I can do. I'll let you know.
I invited Ryan to go with us as well.
I think Mark's going.
Mark and Jordan are definitely going.
So come on, Dan.
I think Danelle's going.
No peer pressure, right?
No peer pressure.
You can ride with Danelle.
She said
Oh,
maybe you could
boy.
ride with Danelle. She's a fairly new driver, so
Well, that's terrifying.
yeah, I think she said like 5 years, but she doesn't like to drive
Okay.
at night or in the dark. So I don't know.
I don't blame her.
Me, I don't care. I drive anywhere, anytime.
All right, then. Yeah, it's been fun. Been fun hanging out, guys. I'm gonna get off.
Absolutely. Thanks for stopping. We'll do it again.
Yeah, I'll look forward next Sunday. Take it easy.
Take care. Yep.
Bye bye.
Cilantro is the best.
Cilantro rocks.
He's gone. So you guys in the comments, do you like cilantro or do you dislike cilantro? Dan is very much against cilantro.
Anti-cilantro.
He's actually has a campaign going to eliminate cilantro from the world. And I happen to enjoy cilantro. It doesn't taste like soap to me. I'm a person with good taste, unlike Dan, who has bad taste and doesn't like cilantro. There we go. So, no, you don't like cilantro anime?
I didn't even know anime was on here.
She's been on there from the beginning.
Hello, anime.
Ryan says, I like it, but too much smells like dirty feet.
How does he know what dirty feet smell like?
Yeah, how do you know what dirty feet smell like? I don't go around sniffing dirty feet. Back in my chef days, I had a lady that used to like to return her food to our cafeteria. And one day she came in and, oh, Anime can vouch for this one. I can't remember that lady's name, but she would always return her food. And one day she comes up to me and she says, I want to return this. I want my money back. She'd already eaten like half of it. And I said, well, what's wrong with it? She said, it tastes like shit. And I'm like, wow, how do you know what that tastes like? I said, because typically I don't eat shit. So how do you know what to compare it to? Because, you know, I might be doing something down south a little bit and get a little overzealous and slip of the tongue, but I still can't tell you what shit tastes like. And she did not appreciate that. And she cilantro is not good. And she went and told the client what I said to her. And he came up to me and he's like, I heard what you said to whatever her name was. And first of all, I can't believe you said that. That was hysterical, but please don't say that again. So I couldn't say it again, but put some Dawn. I've eaten Dawn dish soap. It tastes nothing like cilantro. Nothing. Cilantro is good. Gives you that fresh taste to your Mexican. Yes. Definitely cilantro. I am team cilantro. That gives me an idea. Ha ha ha.
It's been 2 hours.
All right. I guess I'm going to wrap this up. But I just want everybody to know that cilantro is good. Cilantro is yummy. Cilantro is tasty. And no matter what Dan says, always, always, always eat cilantro. Cilantro, because it's good too. All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for jumping on. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And we'll catch you next Sunday. Peace.